I've never seen the interest in local food so high. We now have people in our community who are not farmers who are talking about the importance of local food, who want local food, who are saying, you know, we would really like to have a farmer's market in our community because of the atmosphere, the access to local food, the business, the economy, all of that, the spin-offs. So they had a real successful farmer's market in New Glasgow this year. It's, you know, for its first year, it did tremendously well. They've dedicated the Glasgow Square along the riverfront that the New Glasgow town owns, and they're talking about, you know, maybe putting in freezers and coolers to help the vendors. Just tremendous examples of promoting the local food economy. Agriculture has certainly changed, and we have many producers that haven't realized that change or are still looking for what they can transition to. And it's not an easy fix. Not everybody wants to go to the farmer's market or wants to be that person dealing directly with the consumer. So where do they fit in, and how do we encourage that? You know, if one of you is not interested as a farmer's market vendor, maybe 5 of you together could share every 5th Saturday at the farmer's market selling your produce, because I have more people at our local farmer's market looking for product than we have product available. I'm often considered the frontline person, and I meet a lot of new entrants. Sometimes I don't meet them till after they've been established for 6 months. And they've made mistakes along the way because we don't have a good collective system of communicating, not only within our own department, but amongst vendors as well, within farm markets. So a lot of people are getting into this for lifestyle changes and etc. If you go Google Highland cattle, they tell you they're territorial. I talked to my drover, he picked one up 300 kilometers away, dropped them off at this guy's house, and he says, "Where's your fences?" "Oh, Highland cattle are territorial, they're not going to roam anywhere." And he says, "Well, are you going to tell them that? Because I'm going." So there is a lot of people getting into it. A lot of them are, you know, Googling the information, but then there's the practicality of it, of delivering it. We're not reinventing the wheel in a lot of ways. It's making sure they have the messages of what works and what doesn't. I constantly promote the farmers market as a venue for them. I feel that's their least amount of risk and their direct way of capturing the sales that they're going to require to be successful. It's an incubator for growers. I've seen growers come from the farmers market and now have a store on Main Street. A lot of people are unable to access the information on where to get local food. We have a Sustainable Land Knish group that's starting up. We have a restaurant that's part of that want to offer a meal that's dedicated to the 100-mile diet. They have nowhere to go or nowhere to know where to go to access the people who are producing the food for that. So I'm constantly trying to provide information from those aspects and trying to encourage the aspects of local food. So some of the examples, you know, when I'm with the Pictou County Food Security, for example, they said we don't have a food guide that tells us where we can access our local food. So by me being present there, I can help them identify who are the farmers in their local area that are producing food, either directly from their farm gate or at farmers markets or have farm markets and etc. Labor is the biggest challenge in agriculture right now, and we've had immigrant workers coming in as seasonal workers to try and solve that. It is a huge problem. I've tried to work one-on-one with some producers and give them a little bit of what I have, but it's a problem that's well beyond me, and there's probably people in this room that can comment more on labor than I probably could. It's exceptional in the valley. It's bad up in Cape Breton, particularly on farmers that are harvesting and doing a lot of that. A lot of times at the high level, I'll work with community services and different organizations like that, and they have a program where they offer people that are on social assistance the ability to make $2,000 in agriculture to go out on a farm and not have that taken away from their income. From Amherst to Cape Breton last year, one individual took part in that program. So, you know, either everybody is getting paid cash from the farmer and it's not affecting their social assistance, or the issue is they don't have a daycare at the farm, so they can't take their kids, or they don't have a car to actually get there. There's so much government programs that are out there. You just need a person to take the bureaucracy and say, let's simplify and say, what is that actually? Because you could spend your whole time just looking at program information.